Thanks for checking out another clip of the Cashflow Contractor. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. Click subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
Make the invisible visible. What does that mean?
Well, it's when you build around people, processes live in people's heads. It's just the nature of things. It's kind of what you said. Oh yeah, we've written down our processes. Have you? Did you just put a bullet point list down? Did you find something online that you thought was a really good SOP and you threw it in a Google Drive?
Yeah.
Right? Like in order to actually improve something, you have to see it, right? It's no different than what you do in your daily life. If you can't see it, you can't fix it. If you're working on assembling something, you need the instructions, or else it just looks like a bunch of parts.
Well, give me an example. I mean, is that kind of one of those places where if you have an org chart and show where every piece of technology affects some function, I mean, is that what you mean by making it visible? You can see,
No,
wow,
so if I were to ask you, what's your process for writing a book, Martin? Right? How do you do it? Yeah.
Like Sunday afternoons.
Right.
No, there is a process.
There is a process. Is it written down? Is your process for writing your book written down?
I won't look good if I answer no, right?
No,
so I'll just say no.
The reality is no, right? And there's the same thing
Yeah.
for how you respond to customer emails. There's the same thing for how we generate scopes of work. All these different things. There's a process, but is it written down? And it doesn't have to be fancy, right? But you should be able to see how work flows through your business. And at each step that it's flowing through, how it gets done, right? And when you can see that, now you can make improvements. But if otherwise, your improvements are just shots in the dark. Oh, well, we can do this. Yeah, use that tool. And all those improvements are done in isolation.
Give me an example of how you make something visible.
Literally writing it down. Like,
Okay.
So I don't want to make this big, like fancy thing. Literally make a bullet point list of here's exactly what happens, right?
Okay.
An example would be to make checklists for each task you have, right? So if you ask somebody to follow up with a customer, what's the checklist for following up with a customer, right? Well, the first step is reading the customer's email that they sent.
Right.
Okay. Did you read it? Yes. Do you know what their question is? Yes. Do you know what the answer is? Yes. Did you put it into an email format?
Right.
You don't need to have to go that granular to start. I mean, it's really helpful to go that granular. But when you go through that process and you can see it on a piece of paper, now you can see what you need to improve. You can see what your system is. You have to make the invisible visible.
Yeah, and I like that too, because writing things down, you have to decide what letter goes next to what and what word goes next to what. And you're thinking you can just kind of go, oh, yeah, and then we'll finish it. Yeah. When you got to write it down, you got to write it down. Be specific.
Yeah. I mean, one of the best things you can do for just you as a person is to take all the things that are in your head and to get them onto paper. If you were to sit down and say, hey, what are all the things that need to happen today? And write out your to-do list on a piece of paper. It doesn't have to be fancy. Okay? What are all the things that have to be done this week? Write them down. What are all the things that have to be done this month? Write them down. What are all the things that have to be done this quarter? Write them down. What about this year? Write them down. Now, go look at your calendar. Look at the last 2 weeks and the upcoming 2 weeks. What are all the things that come to mind about things that you've got to prep, things you've got to do that you didn't already write down? Now go look through your email. What are all the things that you're delaying, that you're leaving as unread because you are going to get to it later? What are and they have multiple steps that you've got to do to complete those emails. Write those down. Go through all of that and just write it down. And then look at it and see how much relief you feel that now it's visible and not invisible. Right. Because it's just in your head and you're storing it back in this compartment over here that will only become visible whenever someone says something and you're like, oh, I forgot to update the will. Yeah, you did.
And you don't want people answering you because you're going to be embarrassed that you haven't done all the things you talk about. So
yeah, exactly. So you have to make the invisible visible.
Thanks for checking out a clip from the Cashflow Contractor. We have full episodes where we go deep on topics that help you grow a construction business that runs without you so you can have less stress, more time, more money. Now, we've got other videos, other clips, but if you want to check out the full episode for this clip, you can click wherever our editor put it. It might be here, it might be there, it might be over my face, I don't know. But thank you for checking us out. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. So subscribe or check out a full episode wherever you get podcasts.